Hey! Today we're going to talk about money, or lack of it, or we're going to talk about money.
For the past 2 years, I basically just avoided looking at the numbers. It's like as long as I'm paying my credit card, whatever, it's fine. But it's not fine. Okay, money. Let me just take a little sip. My kids are here today, so if you hear them or they show up, they're here. I have my mama cup. But basically I just avoided looking at it until recently. If you follow me on Instagram, Joe's Best Life, you'll see that I've been kind of talking about it. It's always been in the back of my mind, but I guess I just never really sensed the urgency. But now I'm just kind of like, you know what? I want to be able to know how to manage my money. How to manage my money responsibly. Because I have 2 kids and Toronto rent stresses me out. If I get kicked out of this apartment right now, I don't know how I'll be able to afford anything.
So I finally caught on that my debt is not going down, or it's going down, but super slowly in the past few years. And that's because I have been operating under the assumption that I have 12% interest when I really have 16.37. It is bad. So some things that I've done to combat this problem is, one, actually finally look at the numbers, because I've basically just avoided it this whole time. I've just been just pay a little bit over the minimum and you'll be fine. No. I've constantly spent over the limit of my allowance that I've never stuck to. But the first thing to do is to actually confront it. Look at the numbers.
Emily's here now. So basically what I did was I looked at my statements. Say hello.
Hi.
I'm talking about money. Okay, so I looked at my statements and basically just took a little, it wasn't anything crazy. I've tracked expenses before, so I basically just checked it out again to see if I can spot a pattern. And I found out that most of my money...
There's 5%.
That's 5%?
Yeah, there's someone in this room. For you. For you. I mean, for you, wait, there is.
I found out that I spend my money mostly on 2 things. Can you guess what they are? Can you guess what they are?
Toys. Money and toys.
And cookies. Toys and cookies. That's what they spend all their allowance on, right?
Hey, Emily, come on.
Every week, what do you spend your money on?
Cookies and toys.
What are you going to be saving for?
I can't remember.
You have cookie crumbs, by the way.
Come on, here. We're gonna save it up for Mario. Come on.
Mario Kart is what they're saving it for. Okay, the kids are gone. Basically, the 2 things were Uber and eating out. So sometimes I would not buy groceries after my kids leave, so I have them week on, week off. So in the weeks that I don't have them, I'm whatever, I'll just drink shakes every day. No, of course not. I can't drink shakes every day. So I end up sometimes just, Uber Eatsing and ordering pizza and eating out a lot with my friends. And then Ubering back home. So it's a lot. It adds up, why take an Uber for to save 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if I could just take the streetcar, which is half the price, more than half the price. So yeah, it helped to just look at that, because now I'm just okay, so just eat out less and take the TTC. So the second thing that I did after tracking my expenses and looking at my top expenses, I basically put everything that I expected to come out of my account in a spreadsheet. And I noticed that I had some pretty darn big bills. And I was like, does this really need to be that big? This is actually my favorite part of the process because I really like negotiating. And I really like to do it in a way that is like not your typical way that people usually call Rogers and just like yell and stuff like that. I really challenged myself to speak to the other person, human to human, and just like be real with them, you know? So basically I noticed that my Rogers bill for internet and cable, which I never use, was over $100. So I called them and I was like, hey, so my bill is really expensive and I can't pay it. I can't be paying over $100 every month. And I don't really watch cable. So I would really like you to let me know when I can get out of my contract or how I can lower it. Please help. Anyway, long story short, thank you, Rogers. My bill is now $45 for faster internet and free Crave. Winning. Another bill that I noticed that was really high was my phone bill. It was sitting at an average of $130 every month for like 8 gigs. So I called them, same thing. I was like, yo, Virgin Mobile, what happens if I can't pay my money? I mean, can't pay my money. Can't pay my bill. And they're like, well, why don't you just wait till we offer you something on your anniversary? So I was like, okay. But then 2 months went by and I was like, I can't wait anymore. Like, I can't be paying this much money. So then I called them again. And they said basically that my only option was to pay off my phone. So then I calculated my money and basically it was cheaper for me to just pay off the balance and move to Freedom Mobile. They're awesome. I have like 13 gigs for $50 a month. It's great. So those 2 bills are now cut down significantly, more than half. So that really helps. Third thing that I did is to talk to banks. Fun, right? Not that fun. Actually, TD was really fun. Shout out to my buddy Eddie over there. Not really my buddy, but he's really fun to talk to. So I went to Eddie and I said, yo, Eddie, I talked to my bank and the best they can do for me is to lower my interest to 10.30 something %. If you can do better than that, I'm yours. And he did. My interest was quoted at a whopping 8%. So I'm so happy that I finally looked at my money because this month, by going through all of that, I can say that I am able to pay off my debt, budget, and still have fun and not be stressed. And I wish I did it sooner. So for those of you who are kind of in the same place that I was at, you know, even a month ago, I am letting you know, like, it's super overwhelming at first. I get it. But once you do it, and once you confront it, you can come up with a plan. And I'm sure that you can make some changes to make your life less stressful.
Key lessons. 1, make sure you know where your money is going. 2, budgeting is fun. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna have fun anymore. 3, you should really be a good steward. Be an adult. So I hope that helped somebody out there who's trying to, I can't speak. So that's really all I had to say about money. It's basically what I've been learning the past little while. I wish I learned it sooner. I wish I confronted it sooner, not at 30-something. But adulting is hard. YOLO.